What is up, Theta Mafia, guys? How are we doing, guys? I'm glad to have you guys back. Obviously, we're going over strategies, guys. Now, this one is one of my favorite strategies as well. I would say the wheel strategy is my favorite strategy. This one's my second favorite strategy. That double dividend strategy is my third favorite strategy, and we got more strategies to come out in the future with you guys. Right? So, year to date, we're still looking good, right? We're still up basically 20%. Past year, 405%. All time, we're at 505%. If you guys haven't watched some of my old videos, guys, go ahead and go back and watch some of them. And you can also see my investment journey, how I started investing and how I, came into all this. Okay. Now, obviously, judging by the title, you already know the coverage strangle. This is one of my favorite strategies, like I said, and today we're going to be looking at SoFi. Okay. Now, if we come out here and I have shares of SoFi, 300 shares, my average cost is $11.67. Kane, you got 5 option strategies going on. Yes, I do. Now, if we go over here and we see all the option strategies I got. Now, we can ignore these calls right here. Let's ignore the $25 call. Let's ignore the $20 call for 2026. For the year 2026, for the simple fact, guys, is yes, it's still part of the strategy, but guys, that's just long-term play out. Okay, we're gonna pretty much look at the $12.50 put, the $14.50 put, and the $14 call. Okay, now the cover strangle, guys, what you're gonna need is you're gonna need, first and foremost, you're gonna need collateral, right? Both ways. And to do the put side, you're going to need cash, right? And we have cash. I'll show you guys my cash. 20K in cash. Not that much, but we do have 20K in cash. All right. Now, if we come back here and we look at SoFi, I mean, we don't even have to go in there and look at SoFi. If we look at right here, SoFi, remember, ignore them bottom two. Now we got the 14.5. If we look at that, I'm willing to buy SoFi at $14.50. The current price of SoFi is $12.11. Kane, what the heck did you do? Well, guys, I made these right before the crash. And yes, I'll be down probably $2 on this play for SoFi, which is fine. Yes, it'll raise my average cost up a little bit, but which is fine. Okay, I got 2 contracts going. I got paid $62 for this. I'm currently down 680%. I'm a long-term guy with SoFi. I'm very bullish on SoFi, and these will probably be my last couple shares that I'm purchasing of SoFi. Besides that $12.50 put, this one will probably be my last one too. I also bought another 2 contracts of SoFi for $50 total for a credit. Currently down 232%. Now, I know it says my total return is negative, guys. Technically, have I lost money on this? Yes and no. Okay, I could have got the shares for cheaper, but because I'm buying it for $12.50 versus purchasing them at the current price of SoFi, which is $12.11, it's going to say that I'm down $116. Do I really care? No. Why? Because we're long term. Now, we have a $14 call going on with SoFi. We got one. We made $24 off of it, and the strike price is at $14. That means I'm willing to sell 100 shares of SoFi at $14. Okay. Now, I did this for assurance because the stocks were going down. And so because of that, so far I'm up 16 bones. 15. Because of that, I'm already at $15, guys. And this is what typically the covered strangle is. So for the covered strangle, guys, right, you need that collateral, right? So you need at least 100 shares to do one contract as your collateral for the covered call side. Next, you're going to need what? Cash that we already went over for the put side. And what you're going to do is you're going to sell puts on the company that you love, and you're going to also sell covered calls on the company you love. And the reason why is because no matter if the market goes up, no matter if the market goes down, no matter if the market trades sideways, you are making money, right? So in this case, first one that we did was the 1450. Okay. Now what happened? SoFi tanked, right? which I'm bullish on SoFi. So I had more put contracts, and I obviously have more cash. So I have more put contracts than I have call contracts as of right now. So we have 2 right here. And what happened was that trade went against us, right? Which is fine because I am long-term on SoFi. More than likely, we're going to buy 200 shares of SoFi at $14.50. It's not a problem. We're long-term. Same thing with this, right? It started going against us. If we view SoFi, SoFi is currently at $12.11. I'm cool buying at $12.05, and we got what? Another 2 contracts. Kane, that's 400. That's 400 shares, Kane. I know. Big money. Now, we also what? We also sold what? Calls, right? Now we also sold calls on SoFi as well. This one was at $14. And you know what? We can look at this as well. I got this one for $25. And February 20th of 2026. I also have this one for the current strike price of $20 for a call, all the way out to June 18th of 2026. Now, the reason why I have these 2 out there, guys, is because pretty much, to be honest with you guys, for a long-term capital gains, because there's certain strategies, tax strategies you guys can do. Please leave a comment down below. Kane, I want to know these tax strategies that you're able to do, and I will show you guys how to do that. So, yes, I do have a couple cover calls going out long term for tax strategy purposes that we'll do in a future video. Look, you're going to sell puts to try to get in. You're going to sell cover calls on the shares you already own to get out. Okay. If the stock starts ripping, right, and it goes past your call, right, you're going to have to sell your shares, but you also made all that money off the premiums on selling that cover call and off all the premiums of selling them puts. Okay. Now, if it went the other way around, kind of like how I showed you, so if I went the other way around, if you look at past month, they're almost down 29%, right? Year to date, they're down 20%. Now, since it went the other way, now we get to accumulate more shares, which is totally fine, guys, because this is the loading phase of SoFi. So I'll probably have close to 1,000 shares of SoFi. I would say 1,800 shares, 800 to 1,000 shares of SoFi at this time. If them contracts go through, now I know the 1450 put probably will go through. I still don't know about the 1250 put, guys. That might not go through. I might just have 500 shares of SoFi. I don't know. But guys, that's a cover strangle strategy. So no matter what, when you're selling cover calls or you're selling puts, you're gonna make money either way off the premiums, of course. But we use this strategy, guys, if you're especially bullish on a stock. I'm bullish on SoFi, so I don't mind owning more shares if the stock starts going against us, right? And I'll just have that as the accumulation phase. And then later, as I've shown you, we got a couple covered calls going out, next year, but I have some covered calls for this year going on. And so when we get into that accumulation phase and we have to buy the shares, we'll just sell covered calls on top of that to try to get out of the position. And judging by the wheel strategy that I showed you last video, you guys will be like, oh, this is where Kane makes great money. Yep. So guys, the cover strangle is a beautiful thing, beautiful strategy. I recommend using it on companies that you're bullish on. Just in case if the trade does go against you, you have the loading phase, but you want to also be careful because you do cap your gains when you do the covered call, especially if I put it at 14. Like if we look at the SoFi $14 call, and let's say SoFi went to 20, you'll be like, oh man, can I miss out on, $6 per share, So you got to be careful of that. That is the risk. It does cap your gains on the covered call side, depending on what strike price you pick. Now, if you pick a higher strike price, just in case if that does happen, your premiums will be lower. Just an FYI. Without further ado, guys, I love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. It costs nothing for you guys to subscribe to support this channel, guys. Please like, please comment, please share this with people who are currently learning options so they can make great money like us, guys. Without further ado, peace.